Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Maureen and I make lifestyle content while living on Sanibel Island. As you can see by the title of this video, we're doing something a little different and we're heading over to Matlacha. So Matlacha is a small little island that is also in Lee County, Florida. And as you can tell, and as I've already said, I live on Sanibel. Sanibel and Captiva are known for their beaches, and Sanibel, particularly the shelling experience here, we're considered the shelling capital of the world, which is really exciting. But each island in Lee County has its own different flavor and it's all very different. So we're driving, as you can see. So what we had to do to get over there, Matlacha is located in between Cape Coral and Pine Island. So we're gonna drive over to the mainland, so that's Fort Myers, then head over to Cape Coral, head to North Cape Coral, over to the Pine Island Road, which leads out to Matlacha and Pine Island. So Matlacha, like I said, is a tiny little island, and what's really cool about it, it is an old Florida feel, an old fishing village. So with that, what's an interesting twist is that it's also a very artsy community. So it's very eclectic, it's funky, it's colorful, it's vibrant. But anyways, enough talking about that. Let's head over to Matlacha. Okay, you guys, so we just finished eating a little bit of lunch at the Yucatan Bar and Grill. So that's a waterfront bar and grill here in Matlacha. They also have a location in Fort Myers Beach, and they're also owned by the Lighthouse Resort on Fort Myers Beach as well. So it was really nice to see that. But as you guys saw coming in, this is a small fishing village, and there's still a lot of devastation after Hurricane Ian. In some places it almost looks like time has stood still since the storm. So as I'm filming this, I don't know when this will be uploaded, but it is June, it's the beginning of June of 2024, and you're not aware, Hurricane Ian occurred September 28th of 2022. So we're almost heading towards that 2-year mark. So there's still a lot of devastation here, and it's going to be a long time to recover. But living on an island as well, you just kind of know, if you're from an island, that island people are very resilient and people love their home and their island, and they will rebuild. It's just going to be a long road ahead, but it's good to come out and support the businesses that are here, because summer is our off season. So locals, it's a really smart idea to try to support local areas, local businesses, because it can be kind of rough to go through summers here because there's not a lot of tourism. So it's great to do that and come out and support the businesses. If you would like to support businesses that have been affected by natural disasters, I know they're occurring all the time, but if you like to visit certain areas that have been devastated by storms, it's always good to try to find those local areas and give back, buy gift cards, buy merchandise, GoFundMes, etc., to help those businesses come back. But they will come back, it's just going to take a long time. So now we're heading over to Pine Island. So it's all connected by that Pine Island Road. So we're gonna go over like another bridge to get over there and check out Pine Island. So there's 2 different cities. It's a pretty large island. I think it's considered the largest island here in Lee County. So there's a city called, on the south end, called St. James City, and then there's a city on the north end that's called Bokeelia. So we're gonna go kind of see what is open. I've heard that Lazy Flamingo is open, so that is a restaurant here. They originally started, they have several different locations. They originally started on Sanibel. Their original location on what we call Santiva, which is kind of the area in between Sanibel and Captiva, was destroyed. So I know that land is up for sale. They do have another location that was on Sanibel. They still own it. It's out of a food truck right now, so the brick and mortar building has not reopened. So we'll probably drive past that and see if that's opened. And they also have another location in Fort Myers off of McGregor, but that one has reopened. So we'll just kind of see how things are looking. It's nice to see a lot of greenery come back. Pine Island is kind of known for their greenery as well. They have a lot of like plant nurseries as well. There's also a lot of fishing that occurs there as well. And it's also not like a beachfront island like you would think of as Sanibel and Captiva. So depending on what you're wanting to do when you come to Florida, we'll decide kind of what island you want to visit. But it's always good to kind of visit all the different places in Southwest Florida. It's amazing that in one county there can be so much, you know, diversity, and how each island has its own flavor. And so that's really fun to check out. So I'll show you guys what exactly we find. Alright, you guys, so now we're in St. James City towards the end of the island, the south end. So there's still a lot of devastation here. I mean, there's still a lot of places that are trying to rebuild and come back as well. The middle area that I showed you guys that kind of runs in between both St. James City and Bokeelia is more agricultural. So like I said, there's a lot of plant nurseries and just agriculture in general there. So I mean, it looks very green and vibrant in that area, but there's still a lot of rebuilding to do down here as well. So then we're gonna head over to Bokeelia, the other end of the island, so the north end, and kind of see what their progress looks like. Okay guys, so we made our way down to Bokeelia, so that's on the northern end. So their piers here are mostly rebuilt, and so there's a lot of people out fishing today. So that's primarily what you find on Pine Island, is a lot of fishing. So a lot of people are fishing this weekend, and then, you know, it looks pretty decent on this end in comparison to, you know, what you've seen after a storm. But of course there's still a little damage and things like that. But it's nice to see that things are somewhat coming back to this area. Heading back to Sanibel. So we got to see how things are going on Matlacha and Pine Island. So there's still a lot of devastation, but there's still a lot of people trying to come back, and businesses as well. So that is encouraging. So hopefully in the next few years things will get back and get going, but only time will really tell. So that said, I'm going to end off this video here. Please like this video, comment down below if you've ever visited Matlacha or Pine Island, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my content. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.